You may remember that in May of this year, the Irish Freedom Party called for a rally on the issue of free speech. We had 1,200 people there, great spirit, very peaceful. We had excellent speakers. We had a range of speakers, solicitors. We had a professor, people from the Irish Freedom Party, new candidates from the Irish Freedom Party. They made good, strong arguments why we should oppose the imposition by the government of anti-free speech legislation and how dangerous it was to the civil liberties of everybody in the country. However, did the media cover it? No. Were RT there? Did News Talk interview people? Like 1,200 people is a lot of people on a big issue that has been debated in the Parliament. No, they weren't interested. Why? Because it looked well, it sounded well, we made reasonable arguments from reasonable people. Establishment media don't want to present the nationalist voice as reasonable and open to growth. They didn't want to present our arguments before the public because they know that they would get through. But Dublin yesterday, there's an established axiom in campaigning, which is never give your enemy what they want. But I think yesterday there's a small minority of people who turned up there and they let themselves down. Actually, they just didn't let themselves down. They let the whole nationalist movement down because they allowed themselves to be encouraged into a situation where our aggro took place. You could see the number of police who were there, Gardaí who were there yesterday, all the trucks were there, ready to take people away. And what happened? You had a small number of people, I call them anyway, Gemma rejects from Gemma O'Doherty, who've attached themselves to the nationalist movement and they don't do us any favours. And turning up there yesterday with kind of, like, there was a few people there who are nutters with a noose, turning up with effigies of hanging people, and then a few other people getting involved in aggro and shouting at people in the street. It's not a good look, is it? It's not very effective. Like there, why would someone in the national side who is pro-free speech, why would they attack the Healy Rays? They are one of only 14 TDs in the whole Dáil who supported free speech, who opposed the government's legislation to impose anti-free speech. So a few idiots who are probably acting out of ignorance, who just saw a TD and we must shout abuse at them in the street. It's a very, very bad move. So I will say on behalf of the Irish Freedom Party, we always want to keep our actions peaceful. We always arguments strongly, rationally. We want to attract people to the nationalist movement because Ireland needs us. Ireland needs people who can be looked up to, who can be respected, who can be heard, who can get their arguments across, can attract other people to the cause. And some of the actions of a very small minority people there yesterday, well, they didn't do us any favours, those people, did they? Look, we have very strong powers against us. The whole establishment are against the nationalist movement. All the media are against us. The political class, the media class, the hugely funded NGO class. We have $6 billion a year of political slush fund from the government. They are all ready to pounce on any little mistake by the nationalist movement. And sadly, a small number of people, of extremists, let everybody down yesterday. Look, we have goals. We want to achieve a sovereign, independent, a constitutional republic where the rights of everybody, constitutional rights, natural rights of everybody is respected within a politically sovereign state. That's why we want a free people and a free country. And we're not going to achieve that by getting associated with people who are going to shout abuse at people in the street and kind of give actions of violence. That's not going to work. So let's redouble our efforts. I would ask people to get involved in political campaigning, to join the party if they can, to donate to the party. Look, there's a European election coming up within 9 months. There's 3 candidates from the Irish Freedom Party in the 3 constituencies. Please get involved, get leaflets, put up banners at roundabouts, give out leaflets in your local area, talk to your family and friends, talk to people that you know, your family and friends, convince the people that you know, actively campaign in a productive manner. And you know what? We are changing the narrative in the country already. There's been a change in public opinion in regard mass immigration. and asylum seekers into Ireland, and also on the trans issue, which is dangerous for kids and for women. So we have had an impact. The establishment know this, they're afraid, and the establishment are looking to provoke the nationalist cause into making mistakes like were made yesterday. Let's not give our enemies the mistakes that they're looking to pick up. Let's get active. Let's not get angry. Let's get even. Let's achieve our goals. Let's work in a way which allows us to achieve our goals without our enemies painting us with their lies. The vast majority of people there yesterday were peaceful, well-disciplined. Look, IFP rallies are always peaceful, well-disciplined, clear message with a clear purpose. Our priority in the last number of months, next 9 months, is to canvass and to campaign in the constituencies and convince the Irish public that our policies are necessary to make Ireland a better place. And I had to ask you, all reasonable, patriotic people who love their country, who love their freedom, to come and join us and get active in the party and get active in the nationalist campaign. Let's do it together. My name is Hermann Kelly. I'm president of the Irish Freedom Party. Go to Magansa.